What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag. Miss Boosh Bag, to you. Okay. Two people brought it to my attention over the last week that I never reviewed Little Women Dallas last week. I swear to God, before y'all told me, I didn't even remember that I didn't. You never could have made me believe that I didn't, even though I couldn't even remember what the show would have been about. But I'm like, I had to. Why don't she just look right here? And I'm like, wait a minute. No, I didn't do it? Okay, my bad. I'm so sorry, okay? So it's coming on tonight, but this is, you know, before I'm actually getting to watch it. It's probably already on the East Coast, but y'all already know how we do on the West Coast. We 3 hours late. So some come on at 9 o'clock here. It's already motherfucking the next day on the East Coast. So I'm always going to be a little behind. Know that about me. And I would say, for the most part, as far as reviews, always just be looking for the next day. I wanted to also interject this, something that I'm saying in all my videos. Something is going down in YouTube, and it ain't good. It is really having me rethink my channel, how I do things, how the channel is being run at this point, and basically the content, or whether it's worth doing at all. I have said that I will try to give it a month, okay? I will make a video to show you guys exactly what it is that I'm talking about, so you'll be able to understand it. But I'm hoping that it's a glitch in some sort of way, or it can, you know, fix itself, get caught up, and not be what it's looking like right now, because what it's looking like right now is like, all of this is a waste of my time. And like I said, I'll give it about a month to see if, you know, something pans out, or if I'm wrong or whatever, and I'll let you guys know about what's going on with that. Okay, so let's get on with this. Brachelle and Amanda, okay, so her name is not Samantha, like I was calling her all through, I mean the whole damn review, I call her Samantha, and you could not tell me that was not her name, okay, but it's not. It's Amanda, just like Amanda from the other show, okay? So Amanda and Brachelle go to Kaylee. They're kind of pissed because they think she backpedaled when the whole thing happened with Emily and Asta at Asta's birthday party. Kaylee did not feel like she really backpedaled. She was like, well, she was basically saying things that I didn't say. So there seems to just really be a mix-up between the word mini and midget. Yeah. So I didn't say it was a midget bar. I said it was the mini bar. And I didn't tell her that any of the other games, just that she would be kind of taking like a little person bar thing. And I guess that could be exactly what she said. So she didn't want to be like, oh, well, she stole your whole idea. But I believe she said she stole her idea. Or did she tell Brachelle? See, I don't feel like going back. Did the Brachelle say she stole the idea? Or just kind of what were all of the details? Either way, everybody felt like she completely backpedaled, because she was like, she kind of stole your idea, which is what she actually said to Emily. Kind of sounds like Asta's idea. Yeah. And she's like, no, it's not. It's totally different, because all of her ideas were dumb and mine are cool. So she doesn't think that she was, you know, being two-faced. She doesn't think that she chose a side. I don't think she chose a side. She kind of seemed like she just tried to get out of the middle of it. And she was like, well, maybe I was just thinking about myself, I guess. And Amanda's like, yeah, well, it kind of looked like you were actually kind of more on Emily's side, which I don't know. I don't know if I saw her being on anybody's side, but I was taken aback by her kind of saying, hey, I didn't say that. But then when I was listening to what she said she didn't say, she was going into specifics. Like, I did not say that there would be this or that. And she didn't. We were there. We kind of watched that. I know she didn't mention any of the crap that she said that she didn't say. So she didn't say those things. So I guess, I don't know. She wasn't clear with what it was that she said to Asta, which made Asta unclear. But I mean, the basic concept of it being a little person bar, she did steal that, okay? Let's stop fucking faking it. So it don't matter about the motherfucking games and the things that she didn't take from her idea. She stole her overall idea. And you didn't have to back down from that bullshit. Anyway, she was like, well, Emily could be a really hard person to stand up to. And Amanda's like, I mean, are you fucking scared of her? You sound like you scared of her. Yeah, it really does. Either way, to me, it ain't right what Emily did. And I know that there are people who are like, well, she got the money, she could do it. Yeah, she could do it. You can do anything you want. It's not right. That's just like the First Amendment thing. People be like, well, I should be able to call people niggers. I mean, it's my First Amendment right. It is. And you could be a white person, you could call people niggers if you want to. You can do anything you want to do. There's repercussions. You might get your ass whooped, okay? Yeah. Somebody might fuck you up. You might get shot, you might get beat the fuck down. But you can say it. There are repercussions, okay? It doesn't stop you from having consequences from the shit that you do. So yes, she could spend her money how she want, and people could deal with her as they wish. So there's that. All right. Emily's meeting with her lawyer, and she's telling him that it hurt her feelings that Asta and Ty served her. He's basically saying, well, it don't even motherfucking matter. She ain't got no case because she didn't sign a non-disclosure agreement, which is something, thank you, free legal advice, okay, bitches, because I'm forever telling motherfuckers my motherfucking ideas. I got 2 websites for 2 businesses that I'm attempting to put together, and I don't need nobody stealing my shit. So I've only let my sorority sister see it because she's like a business consultant person. She ain't never tell me nothing either. I bet she ain't even look at it. She's like, girl. But yeah, somebody who I know, first off, she ain't got the time to be stealing my shit, and it just ain't gonna be her thing. But just telling the masses, like, bitch, that's still your shit. But now I know if I need to talk to somebody about some shit, I got it on my chest, it's heavy, I'm like, god damn, this is a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to sign this non-disclosure agreement. Yes, bitch, don't say nothing. Yeah, so because of that, anybody could take her idea, and she has like no claim to it without this non-disclosure agreement. But Emily is like, well, I don't really want to lose her friendship, so I wish there was a way that I could like offer her something or like get her on board with my bar. And she was like, well, I did like her artwork, and I don't know, the design thing that she had when she brought in that little ass drawing. Okay, we're gonna forget about the drawing because it was so ridiculous, and that is not a business plan. Yeah, but she's like, well, I do like her art and that sort of stuff, so maybe if she could do like the logo and things. The lawyer was like, okay, well, you could do it 2 ways. You could either give her a flat fee, or she could own a percentage of the bar, and at the end she'll get some dividends or whatever. And she was like, okay, well, that sounds good. So she's happy, and she's happy that she supposedly didn't do anything wrong, I guess legally, not morally. Yeah, you did something wrong. And and she thinks that she's gonna be able to get her little friendship back with Asta. All right, Tiffany, Amanda, and Asta are trying to change a tire, and of course motherfucking Amanda ass is motherfucking super muscle freak ass bitch. So she basically did the whole shit herself. I was surprised that they were able to do it. I'm happy they were able to do it, because my husband will try to make me feel like I can't change the tire. Like, oh my god, your arm won't be strong enough. Like, motherfucker, I tighten jars in this house that you can't even open. So yes I do. So yeah, they changed the tire, but then Tiffany shared with them that she found a lump in her boobage, and that breast cancer runs in her family. So she's really scared. And Amanda, I keep wanting to call her Samantha, Amanda got breast cancer in her family too. So she's like, I understand the fear. You're gonna have to go get checked out, girl. Yeah, so she's gonna do that. Emily meets with her grief counselor. Now this is where shit start getting crazy, okay? Basically, she's been feeling sorry for herself, and she's like, well, I can't just be staying in the house and all of that. I need to move on with my life and do stuff, and be a productive human being. So yeah, I want to have another baby. What? How's that gonna make you productive? Do something with your life in real life, though. Okay. And the grief counselor's like, okay, well, how does Lontel feel about having another baby so soon? She's like, well, basically he gets like all upset and he doesn't want to talk about it. He shut the conversation down. And she was like, well, first off, you're going to really need to talk about that because you're tripping. And I think maybe he going to have to fucking tell you. That's what she wanted to say. And Emily's like, well, he's all, want to have his opinions, but I just think it should only be about me and what I want. Really? That's what you think about motherhood? The fuck is you talking about? She was like, and I need to have a son. A son to replace the son that I lost. So not a daughter. It must be a son. And she's very matter of fact about it. And the grief counselor is like, do you feel like that's saying what you're saying right now? Yeah, it's not. First of all, you can't decide the gender unless you're doing in vitro fertilization, and then you do the sperm washing, which chooses the gender of the sperm that you want, because the sperm chooses the gender of the baby. So women have eggs, and all of our eggs are female. So we only carry women. And men come with the other chromosome. So if it's another X, then it's 2X, then it's girls. But if it's an XY, then it's a boy. So it's all up to the sperm. You cannot decide that. And I mean, what if she did get pregnant and it was a girl? What's she gonna do? How's she gonna feel? Is she gonna go into depression again? Like, girl, she sound crazy as hell. So she was like, well, the lady's like, you don't feel where that's wrong? She was like, well, no, I know that the baby won't be JJ, okay? But I just feel like I was supposed to have a son, and I really need to have this son at all costs, okay? It needs to go down. I really need to have this son, and I'm gonna need to have him like quick, fast, and in a hurry. And the counselor is telling her, yeah, I don't think that you're ready, and you can't just have a baby just for your fucking self. Like, that's selfish. Basically, it's as selfish as it sounds. That's as selfish as it actually is. It's not healthy for her, the baby. I mean, it's all fucking ridiculous. She needs to wait. She needs to hold off because she sounded a little bit fucking bonkers. Emily goes to the restaurant equipment store to look into getting stuff for her bar. And Tiffany is with her. And she tells Tiffany about her getting served by Asta and Ty. And Tiffany's like, I didn't think that Asta had it in her. And she's like, I don't think that she did. I think that Rochelle may have had something to do with it, but this is all Kaylee's fault, okay? Kaylee, I'm telling Kaylee like every step of the way of everything that I'm doing, and she's running back and telling Asta. First off, she only told one motherfucking thing. One fucking time. Yeah. And she was like, well, I don't like that she fucking did that, but you know what? What I noticed is that she won't ever fucking talk shit to me, like cross me in front of people. And Tiffany's like, yes, I noticed that she won't do that, but I also don't like how she was, like playing the fence and all of this stuff. Like, why are you doing that and being so blah, blah, blah. Tiffany is not Kaylee's fucking friend. That's number motherfucking one. I mean, did she ever have anything good to say about Kaylee? Nothing. This is your motherfucker. Baby, you fucking scared of her ass too, because nobody seems to stand up to motherfucking Emily. You should have been like, bitch, first of all, don't be talking about my best friend. Ain't she your best friend? Your best friend? So if you thought that she was on the fence, shouldn't you have had your motherfucking separate color eye ass over there fucking asking her questions and telling her, this or this or that? You damn sure don't need to be behind her back with the person that's trying to cause her fucking harm, talking shit about her. I don't care for Tiffany with her extra ass fucking facial expressions like, oh my god, shut the fuck up, you fucking funny face ass bitch. Anyway, Emily is talking all kind of shit, and she like, well, yeah. You see how she was like, no, Emily, I didn't say this. No, Emily, I didn't say that. She knows better than to cross me. Why? Bitch, who the fuck is you? Man, I wish Kaylee didn't need these friends. Because I will dispose of these bitches. Dispose. Alright? That's number motherfucker one. What did Tommy say? Motherfucker love and hip hop. Disperse. Disperse, bitches. Yes, disperse. Because no. You are somebody tell me, oh, you won't cross me. Really? Cross you where? This way, that way? Bitch, I'll cross you in all different directions. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? But I don't know. Emily do got them big ass shoulders I've been talking to y'all about. So maybe she might do something. You might gotta watch her. They might have seen her tackling some people. They might be like, alright, well, I don't want to cross her. Yeah. But she was like, well, she tells her about her idea to patch it up with Asta. And she doesn't know if she's going to care for it. But Tiffany encourages her to talk to her. My little notes for this. Okay. Rochelle is the one that fucking was talking to them about suing. Rochelle also in the fucking first scene was telling her, I'm gonna tell you, Emily's not your motherfucking friend, okay? And I need you to stop looking up to her, and I need all y'all motherfuckers to see that she's a horrible fucking person, because this is something that she did to somebody she's supposed to care about. You think she give a fuck about doing something to you? So yeah, and we know that Rochelle hates Emily. So yeah, she's the one who pushed for this. Don't try to blame the shit on Kaylee. And motherfucking Emily acting like she in the motherfucking mafia, like people can't cross her or whatever. I need all of these bitches to cross her ass. I need her to get ganged up on. Cause she too much. And I feel bad for Kaylee, because why does she look up to her? It's a fucking annoying, okay? It just pisses me off. Anyway, Amanda brings Kaylee to the bar to apologize to Asta, okay? And she's telling her, I'm sorry for being two-faced and all of this. And wait a minute. Emily is a hard person to stand up to. Okay, yeah. And once again, they're like, are you fucking scared of her? Like, it really does sound like you're scared of her. And she didn't even say nothing. So, you know what? They didn't say this the time before. This is where she said that Emily is hard to stand up to. Whatever. Kaylee basically is saying that she wants to be there for Asta going through this whole thing with the lawsuit or whatever that's going to be happening at this point, because they don't know. And she's sorry for being two-faced. She was just trying to clarify this or that she didn't say this, and it might have came off that she was, you know, not wanting to be on Asta's side, and she just wants Asta to know that she is basically on her side. Kaylee still does seem to be kind of trying to ride the fence, because she's like, well, I don't want to be, you know, enemy to Emily or to you. I just wanted to kind of let you know what was going on, but I didn't want to be in the middle of any of it or whatever. So basically Asta accepted her apology. She's happy that she apologized, and I guess they're past it. So Emily and Bree are they're walking around the track, you know, like exercising and everything, and Emily is telling her that she's been on these antidepressants since JJ passed away, and she wants to get off them. She wants to stop doing them because she doesn't think she needs them anymore, and because they're making her fat. And I mean, come on, girl, I could see the extra chunks. And compared to Bree, they kept showing their legs. Like, her legs look so much bigger than Bree's. So yeah, I thought that it was like baby weight, but I guess, yeah, it's from the pills. I had a procedure in 2014, and they put me into menopause. They gave me some shots and shit. That shit had me so fat. Oh my God. I've never been that fat before in my life. I was like, oh my God, this can't be my real life. So yeah, I can understand wanting to get off it, because she's saying that actually being fat is making her feel depressed, because now she don't look good anymore. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna let her off, because she ain't ready. She goes on to tell Bree that she want to have a baby, and Bree is like, really? Just like everybody else is gonna be. Like, you tripping? And she's like, no, well, I really want to have one, like now, like sooner than later. And Bree's like, I hope she not trying to have a baby to like fill a void. Of course she's trying to have a baby to fill a void. That's exactly what she's doing. All right. She was like, you think your body's even ready for you to have a baby? She was like, I mean, it's been, you know, some months or whatever. Some months? Really? She was like, well, what did the doctor say? Because, you know, you had, you know, problems the last time, so you probably be like high risk. She was like, well, I think it's, you know, enough time, and, you know, there's always going to be risk since we're little people, so that shouldn't even matter. Like, yeah, I think I'm going to be fine. And Bree's like, okay, well, yeah, why don't we just follow what the doctors say? Exactly what they say. So wait till the doctors tell you that it can happen, and take it from there. Yeah, see, Bree a little bit scared to tell Emily when she tripping too, okay? Nobody don't want to tell her, but she ain't gonna share with nobody, with no motherfucking body else anyway. So she agreed to go with what the doctors say. So we could just only hope the doctors say, bitch, you ain't ready. All right. Tiffany goes to the doctor to get her boobage checked. And to get checked for the genetic testing to see if she has that gene that makes you have breast cancer. After all of the shit, the doctor tells her that she sees some little things, but they probably just like dilating, like getting bigger and smaller, but they do not appear to be cancerous. She don't see anything for any cause of concern, but because of her having a history of breast cancer in her family, she wants her to start having mammograms at 35. And yeah, she gonna have to wait on the genetic testing, so there's no word on that yet. Lontel's aunt Yvette come over to see Emily, and yeah, because Emily feel like she gives her good advice. So she tells her about the grief counselor and how she been talking to the grief counselor about how she want to have another baby, and she's like, another baby, bitch? Is you? Yeah. She's like, why do you think that you're ready to have another baby? She's like, it been like, 6 months or more. It's been more than 6 months. Really? 6 months makes you ready to have a baby? When I was born and then I was 6 months old, was I ready to have? Yeah, that's not a thing. That doesn't matter. What makes you ready to have a baby? Not just, okay, I guess maybe she just means physically. Like, okay, it's been 6 months. You can have a baby after 6 months after having another baby. But, well, this ain't even after having a baby. This is after her baby passing away, which would kind of make it, well, no. She's probably doing, did he pass away at like 2 months? So has it been 4 months since he passed away? And 6 months since she gave birth? Or 6 months since he passed away? Whichever way, I don't think it's enough fucking time, okay? Because she is sounding crazy as hell all throughout this whole fucking episode. His aunt is telling her, you don't need to be rushing to be having a baby. You still dealing with your emotions, and I know that y'all still dealing with whatever's up with y'all motherfucking relationship. And basically he needs to be ready too. Like, it's not just all about you. And your little 6 months being done, and you're like, okay, time to have another baby. Yeah, and let's just go on to say he is more than likely pretty emotional about the shit as well. Now, he might not be able to express himself because a lot of men aren't. That don't mean that he wouldn't care about his son being dead, or may be frightened at the prospect of it ever happening again. She might not never want to have kids now. Who knows? All right, so Emily is specifically saying that he doesn't want to talk to her about anything or whatever. And she was like, well, basically, let me see. He needs to be ready, and Emily thinks he will be like he was before. She was like, okay, so basically, we all remember when she told him that she was pregnant with JJ, and he was not fucking here for it. That's number one, okay? And she's scared that he might be like that again, so she don't even really want to kind of bring it up, even though her grief counselor told her, yeah, you're gonna have to bring that shit up. She's scared to do it. And his aunt is like, well, why do you even want a baby with him, like specifically with him? She was like, well, she wants the baby to be as close to the one that she lost, as much like JJ as possible. still sounded crazy as fuck, right? So Miss Aunt Yvette is like, okay, yeah, I hear you, I feel you, I get where you're coming from. Yeah, so you want to get that part of your life back? Yeah, I need that part of my life back, because I feel like I had a son, and I'm supposed to still have a son. So until I get my son, like, I'm just going to keep on trying to get my son back. Yeah. So his aunt is like, well, don't you want to actually have somebody that will be here with you, with the baby? I mean, not saying that he won't. Seems like a nice guy. He's my nephew. I love him and all of that. But what if he's not ready? Like, what are you going to do then? And she was like, well, it's about me trying to hold on to JJ, not trying to hold on to Lontel. Yeah, just as genetics, though, because the baby must be with him so that it'll be similar to the other baby that you lost. Yeah, she's tripping. She sounds a little bit like she's about to have like a psychotic break, and I think they need to get her some goddamn help. Maybe a little bit more than a grief counselor. She already on antidepressants, so she's already been to an actual psychiatrist, because I think those are the only people that can give you meds, right? Yeah. Now, I guess the counseling would be the thing that would get in your head and actually talk you through your emotions. But she seems to be ignoring the grief counselor at this fucking point. But she tripping. Yeah, Emily need help, because she's having a downward spiral right now. She seems very sensible in a lot of other ways, but in this one, she can't see the forest for the damn trees. All right. Rochelle and Amanda are having dinner with Asta, and Asta tells them about Emily's offer to her about her artwork and all of that stuff. And Rochelle is making it seem like it's a horrible ass idea. Like, I don't think so. You need to be sticking up for yourself. So what? You gonna work for her? It sounds like you're gonna work for her. Like, she stole your idea, and then you're gonna be like, oh, let me be your friend and work with you. Like, I don't think you should do it, or whatever. Asta is still mad, but she is hopeful that maybe this could get her artwork out there, get it known, and, you know, at least she'll be getting paid for her fucking art, which is something that she's been wanting. So she's hoping it could help her art career. So she's gonna talk to Emily and see, you know, where it's gonna go. Tiffany invites everybody out to celebrate that she don't have breast cancer. All right, so first it's just Emily and Bree, and she tells them, and they're like, oh my god, that's such great news. But of course nobody else is here but us. She's like, well, the other girls are gonna be here. Like, did you invite Kaylee? Yeah, I invited her. I'm so sorry. Don't apologize, bitch, that's your best friend. See, that's why I don't like Tiffany. Kaylee is not her best friend. Okay, so Kaylee comes next, and she's like, hi. And she's like, hey. And then she's like, hi. I said hi. And Emily is like, I heard you. I didn't say hi. And Tiffany's like, I'm happy you made it. And she was like, I didn't care if you made it or not. I'm like, why are you bullying this fucking girl? You fucking enormous ass, puffy ass, crazy ass bitch. So let me see. She was like, oh, so now you're 21. I guess you could just drink. Just get drunk. And then she started talking just so much shit to her. She's telling her, why don't you just go over there and get drunk with your bitch ass face. First of all, don't do your fingers like this when you're talking to me, because that's what people do when they are very angry and they act like they're gonna whoop your ass. So if you're gonna do the ass whoop fingers, then come whoop my ass, bitch. Okay, that's number motherfucking one. Yeah, so she say that to fucking little Kaylee, and I'm like, okay, I need Emily to stop acting like she wasn't wrong, okay? Because when she was in there with the lawyer and he was like, well, she told you about the idea. She was like, well, whether I stole it or not. So she didn't say I didn't steal it. She said, I didn't think it was that original, but whether I stole it or not, you stole it. And your motherfucking ass knew you stole it. Were you thinking about making such a bar prior to her talking to you about it? No. No, you were not. So stop motherfucking blaming other fucking people for you being a nasty ass, shady ass, not a real friend ass bitch. Alright, but of course this scene is going on and this is Kaylee, so she's gonna, annihilate her. So she was like, well, I talked to everybody and they let me know that I was wrong, and that I shouldn't have. And she was like, what, you shouldn't have been running your mouth? So you was running your mouth, right? You was running your mouth. That's what you need to be apologizing for. So Kaylee's trying to talk and she's talking over her like, you should have been running your mouth and blah, blah, blah. First of all, bitch, don't tell me when I could talk and what I could fucking talk about. She told you she thought you was stealing the girl idea. What the fuck did you think she was gonna do? Now, she probably could have told you, you know what, you better tell Asta, or I'm gonna fucking tell her. But you had to know, just by her bringing it up, that she did not think that you were doing something fucking good. And she told you that to your face, okay? So, running your mouth, why can't she tell her? If it was no fucking big deal, okay? If you weren't doing anything wrong, why would you be fucking upset that somebody knew that you were opening up a mini bar? Why did you tell Asta? Why didn't you bring Asta down there to look at spaces? Huh? Yeah, because your motherfucking ass knew that you was fucking shady. And now you're trying to take all of this shit out on motherfucking Kaylee because your motherfucking ass is wrong and you got fucking caught. And everybody turned against you. And now you're trying to seem like you're such a good businesswoman and you know so much shit and all of this and all of that. And you're still a fucked up ass bitch. Anyway, so she won't let her talk. And talking about sorry about running your mouth and all of that. And she was like, yeah, that's what you need the motherfucker be saying. So Kaylee's like, so you're not gonna let me talk? She was like, about what? She was like, well, if you think I was being two-faced, look, you know, I'm sorry about being two-faced. You're sorry for being a two-faced bitch? Why are you calling this girl a bitch? To me, it seems as if you are not attempting to talk about this. You just want to antagonize her. You want to embarrass her and humiliate her in front of all of these fucking people. Just because you can. It's not fucking cute. So she's saying that to her. Like I said, I wish Kaylee didn't need to be friends with these fucking bitches, because I just want her to go the fuck off and go on about her life. And hang out with Rochelle. Now, Rochelle have her motherfucking fights every day. She need to cut her ass too. But these bitches, yeah. Tiffany and motherfucking Emily, and Bree is just a fucking follower, so yeah, cut her ass loose too, because she is two-faced. She will definitely fucking go and tell anything you say to her. She gonna say it back to motherfucking Emily, because they fake sisters, they fake twins, even though they don't look nothing alike. Anyway, she goes on to say, well, I thought that telling Asta, you know, was the right thing, but I guess I was wrong. It wasn't wrong. Who thinks it was wrong that she went and told Asta? Who thinks that she didn't? Who thinks that Emily didn't actually steal Asta's idea? Who thinks that Emily really knows about all of these little people bars? Who has ever seen a little person bar where they live, since she's acting like they're, you know, so frequent and all over the fucking place? Who's ever seen one, okay? How frequent and how often and how much of an overdone idea is it, like Emily's trying to make it seem? And who fucking believes that she fucking had that idea prior to them telling her? Everybody knows that she fucking stole this fucking thing, okay? So it was not wrong for you to tell your friend, hey, I kind of think she stole the idea that you told her. Because she did. Yeah, okay. But she's like, well, I just should have stayed out of it. She was like, that's right. It was between me and you. But you know what? I accept your apology. You learned your lesson and we can move past it. I learned my lesson. What? That if you do something to my friend, to any of my friends, then I can't tell them. I have to let you fuck over my friends in order for me to still be cool with you. What kind of fucking friendship is that? So, whatever. Emily goes on to say she really appreciates that Kaylee looks up to her. Oh. But she thinks that Kaylee is afraid to give her her opinion, her real opinion, because she knows she's going to spit the truth back at her. No, that isn't why Kaylee is afraid to give you her real fucking opinion. You stole that motherfucking girl's idea, okay? And you said that you told her, but you told her that you were thinking about opening a bar. You didn't tell her you were thinking about opening up her bar with a different name and switching a couple of things around. That ain't what you said. If she didn't tell Asta would have been mad at her for being a backstabbing bitch, because why would you know this information that this person stole my ID and not fucking tell me? You calling this very young, impressionable girl names, making her seem like you don't give a fuck about her, like she's nothing, calling her a bitch in public over something that you're doing. You're belittling her. On top of all of this, she actually knows that Kaylee looks up to her. So it's not just Kaylee that knows it or other people that know it. She literally knows. She just said that she knows that Kaylee looks up to her, and she treated her like that. There was a far better way to come at Kaylee if you know that she's a person who looks up to you. You don't shit on somebody who fucking thinks that you're awesome. She thinks the other motherfuckers that's mad at you are that they're just jealous or they're fucking hating. So she's kind of really on your motherfucking side, and this is the motherfucking thanks that she fucking gets. Like, no. I think that Emily's a two-faced bitch. You're the one who went and fucked off your friend, and then you fucked off your other little friend for telling your friend that you fucked her over. Anyway, the other girls come, and Asta want to have fun, but she feeling too awkward. So she was like, Emily, oh, let me go talk to this bitch. So they go in the back, and she was like, okay, well, your little offer, I thought about it. I thought she was going to say no to the whole shit, but she said, you said that I either get flat fee or percentage, and I think I deserve both. Like, what the fuck? So she was like, well, how much would you be wanting for this logo? She was like, $2,500. She was like, oh, please, yeah. Girl, you should have got more money. You should have got more money. You got that 5Gs, 5Gs, 5Gs. I would have changed it. I would have changed it as soon as she said it was okay. I was like, oh, I meant 5. 7. 9. Okay, yeah, okay, I guess 2,500. Shit, ain't nobody ever gave me 2,500 to draw no shit. All right, so she got her price, but Emily was like, well, how much were you thinking about for the percentage? She was like, I was thinking 5. She was like, well, I was offering one or the other. If I'm gonna do both, then you're gonna have to work with me. So how about like 3.5? Asta thought that was fair, and she accepted the offer. And Emily was like, well, I just don't want us to be fighting no more. And she was like, I don't want to fight anymore either. And she was like, okay, so we're got a business deal. We're shaking on it. Everything's cool. So supposedly they put it all behind them, and Asta's going to be getting paid. All right. So all in all, Emily, what can I say? Because the episode seemed to be all about her motherfucking rockhead ass. On one end, she make you feel so bad for her and feel so much compassion for her for what she's going through, and I feel like she's going crazy, and she needs help. She's hurting, just like things are fucked up. And then on the other hand, she just make you hate her because she's such a bitch. She's so stank with her motherfucking attitude. Just the two things, just the fighting, the good and the evil thoughts that I have for and against her. It's whatever. Okay, so that's the end. As for the next week coming up, which is actually today, okay, I don't know. I don't remember seeing a preview for it. And I guess it doesn't matter since it's so soon. Matter of fact, I think the Atlanta show was already on because it's after 8 o'clock. So I'm just going to get on to a watching, because at the end of the episode, all I saw was like that countdown of like the biggest shocker moments or something. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you agree with what I talk about, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. And if you got answers to those questions, if you think that Emily was right, I definitely want to hear from anybody that think that Emily was right, because I don't think she was right. Okay, you don't got to thumbs down my video because we have a difference of opinion, but let me know why you think that she was right in doing so. And do you think she was just legally right, or do you think she was morally right to have done what it is that she did? And that's it for this video. Until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my previous video. I also have a beauty and lifestyle channel you can check out, or swing by my fitness channel for a free workout. Don't forget to subscribe.